It's like such a quaint concept, especially after the recent election, to hope that a president would populate his cabinet with the quote-unquote best and the brightest. Now, if you go through the clown car of nominees, the only thing in common that these folk in the new administration would share is that they are sycophantic to the Donald.
Racism comes very easily to Donald Trump. He grew up in a very racist and misogynistic family. It is not a surprise to me that as he's gotten older, both of those things have worsened. This is somebody who has no self-awareness, who has never done the work to make himself a better person because he thinks he's great. So he doesn't have to change anything about himself. So he will always take the most expedient route towards shoring up the people who already support him, who, again, many of them are just the worst of us. You know, they're the white supremacists and the Christian nationalists and the neo-Nazis, who, of course, Donald thinks are very fine people, again, because they are on his side. So, again, we can't lose sight of how dangerous it is. And he will always go after the most vulnerable populations in our country. And it's despicable, especially if you consider it's all in service to his ego and his narcissism and keeping him in power and potentially keeping him out of prison.
I was watching Nicole Wallace, as I do, and she, you know, you could tell she felt physical pain from having to go live to him, and finally cut back just to say, here's the New York Times fact check so far. Just, oh my God, yeah. You can't air him live.
That old thing.
Yeah. Jeff Tiedrich says, hard to believe that the moron who just tariffed penguins went broke running casinos. Yes, he slapped tariffs on a couple of uninhabited islands.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did.
Boy, it's the end of those Happy Penguin movies.
Happy Feet?
They're going to be pissed now,
They're
right?
not going to sing anymore.
Yeah,
Did
no
they
more.
Sing
Yeah,
they sang. No, they sang, and the main penguin wanted to dance, and he got made fun of because he wasn't like the others.
Thank you, Bella, for that
Rudolph
brief
the Red-Nosed
synopsis.
Reindeer story.
Yes.
Yeah.
In a way.
Okay. Sad. They're going to do a new movie, Sad Feet. they're too hungry to lift their feet because tariff. Our friend David Pacman from here on Free Speech.
Yes.
Hi, Dave.
David.
He said, I see lots of people trying to come up with an economic justification for what Trump is doing with these whacked out tariffs. There is no economic justification. The justifications are political and really personal ego and a desperate need to project strength, etc.
Yeah.
They make, he's absolutely right. They make no economic sense at all. And they just seem arbitrary. The numbers he came up with for, why? And none of it makes sense. Every economist is like, no, none of this.
And where was Russia?
Yeah, isn't that weird? That is such, I did not see that coming, Chris. Russia is the only country? Is that what you say? You don't say, sir. Nothing? Nothing for Russia? Nothing? No?
North Korea wasn't on there anyway because we sanctioned them big time anyway. And, Belarus wasn't on there.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Those are the countries that we share the axis of evil with now.
Pretty much,
right?
Yeah.
In isolation from the rest of the
world.
Okay, he gave President, just even the reporting on it, gave America the largest tax increase in at least 3 decades. Yay, winning! Is America great? Is America great now? Now? Better or worse? Better or worse now?
It's like being at an ophthalmologist.
In at least 3 decades. Yes. More than $2 trillion over 10 years by imposing an across-the-board 10% levy on all imports with higher rates on dozens more countries and a further 25% tax on foreign cars. Hey, we're going to have Mayor Karen Bass on later on the show. We'll find out how those building costs are going to be for our rebuilding after the fire, after the tax. And then also FEMA's gone, so that should also be very helpful in our recovery efforts here.
Yeah. How's that going to be for building stuff for the Olympics, too?
Oh, it's going to be fantastic, Chris.
I made the baby whine.
You made the baby cry.
I'm scared.
Okay. Yes, Trump. This is in the reporting of the Trump has been told repeatedly by his own economic experts during his first 4 years in office that the U.S. tariffs are paid by American importers, meaning the tariffs on Chinese goods he boasted about were coming out of the pockets of American consumers. Whether he is intentionally lying or truly believes that he's correct and all his experts were wrong is unknown, but he has continued with that falsehood to this day. Can I just say, can we not, what's Trump's thinking on? He doesn't, oh my God, he's a moron. What did he have an intern go to Wikipedia and go, yes, those islands, we need to slap a, okay, one of the islands, there's only U.S. military there. That's it. And then the other island, penguins. Okay. Now the baby's not going to get another Happy Feet sequel. See what you've done? How many times have we made the baby cry already?
We're already getting so much slop out of the movie industry.
Thank you.
It's just going to keep getting worse.
Thank you, Bella.
Wow.
Oh, by the way,
I have opinions.
You do have opinions.
Just fun fact, his businesses often purchase both raw material and finished goods from other countries, including China, where all his cheap crap is made. So... okay, this is just the final one. He suggested tariffs imposed on Canada would somehow raise the price of fentanyl being brought into the United States, which, by the way, is a 0.00001% or something like that of all fentanyl. There is practically no fentanyl anyway. But he said it would raise the price somehow, even though drug smugglers not known to declare their illegal contraband at customs in order to pay the duty. Yeah, that's the first thing.
Something tells me that's not regulated.
Yeah. Drug smugglers. The first thing they ask. Yeah. Oh, how much do I owe?
Oh my God.
What is the duty, officer, on these illegal drugs that I'm smuggling up my ass? Wait, please stop making me agree with Rand Paul. Oh my God, and that tribble on his head.
Rand was right.
Well, you know what? In this instance, I hope they don't listen to him. Rand Paul is wrong, as usual, Republicans. He said Trump's tariffs could result in the Republican Party being wiped out in both the House and the Senate for decades. No. These tariffs are wildly popular, as is Elon Musk. You know what? Send Elon Musk to every district to talk about the tariffs over and over and over. Oh, and you know what? Maybe send Jim Banks with him to insult federal workers to their face and call them clowns.
We have that audio if you want.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Hello. Story number 6,543. Democrats don't talk down to people. Republicans do. To their face. Did you hear this? This is Jim Banks, Republican from Indiana, was confronted by a former HHS employee who was among the 10,000 fired or laid off. He was perfectly polite.
Right.
Okay, here it is.
Yeah.
Hi, I was a worker at HHS. I was fired illegally on February 14th. There are many people who are not getting social service programs, especially people with disabilities. Are you going to do anything to stop what's happening?
You probably deserved it.
I deserved it?
You probably deserved it.
I deserved it. Wow. Yeah, that's great to hear. Why did I deserve it?
Because you seem like a clown.
Wow. Yes, please send Jim Banks along with Elon Musk. You probably deserved it?